Okay, Picture a youngin' that used to live for the summer, skip meals to go run amongst all his peers. Now fast forward up a few years, that giddy little kitty growed up and all of a sudden had to pay bills. My current dichotomy grown from pure curiosity. Guess I didn't know that part of the deal, or know how quick it get real.
Right lads, we are back in Belfast, Bittles Bar behind me. I came to Belfast to review the Guinness in 2021, and I suppose you could say this video is just going to seem like a big ego massage for myself, but I am genuinely interested. There's probably 3, 4, 5 pubs in the history of all of the pubs I've done that I've genuinely reached out and I've kind of, I don't know, made a bit of a connection with, and they've said the sales of Guinness have just literally gone through the roof, gone up by 50%, 100% or whatever it was. This was definitely one. I think if you do a video in a big city and then you're saying a pint is the best in a big city that a lot of people are going to be naturally visiting, it's always going to do well. So I came in here and I did my review, Oisín, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't think it was you behind the bar.
No, but it was my brother.
It was your brother?
Yeah, it wasn't me.
It was definitely another, because it definitely wasn't John. It was another kind of cool, hip looking young man. And then I think it was about two weeks later I got a message basically said, yeah, we've seen a big upturn in Guinness sales. Have you been working here since then?
Oh yeah, I have indeed. I mean, ever since then it's been like out of control with the Guinness,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's gas, isn't it?
Really,
it's 2 years, like
non-stop. Since then we've had 2 Guinness only days.
Is that right?
Oh yeah.
So 2 days a week, or just
two separate days.
Okay.
Where it's just Guinness both days. You know, colossal amount of pints.
Unbelievable.
10 or something kegs.
And you just have big signs outside saying Guinness only today or something.
Yeah, but there was a lot of people that weren't really catching the drift of what was going on. They were coming in saying, "What about all this other stuff? Why can't I get this here?"
That's gas. Yeah, because there's so many other taps and all in there.
Yeah, exactly. But that's what everyone comes in for, man. It's a Guinness.
Yeah, unreal.
The best in Belfast.
There you go. Yeah. And what do you make? I don't know if you're able to comment, but we're going to the pub today, just straight after this, that's doing only Guinness. I think it's called Whites or something.
I plead my Fifth Amendment right. I'm not saying anything, you know what I mean?
Pubs now are talking about each other.
I'll keep my mouth shut.
This isn't for you to blow smoke up my arse. Would you say like it's stayed at a level, or it dips and goes up and down, or it's just been?
I'm very surprised that it has not only remained at the same level of consistency in terms of like how popular it's been, but also I would say it's actually went up.
Wow. Like
increasingly so. I don't know, my dad's probably said to you previously, but like whenever a customer comes in, we don't even ask you, what do you want? It's just, how many Guinness do you want?
Oh my
do you know
God.
what I mean?
Because you just know like 9 times out of 10 it's just going to be Guinness.
Yeah, that's what they're in for. Do you know what I mean? Like everything else is still good, everything else goes.
Yeah.
But the Guinness is by far and away the best seller.
Yeah. And what was the crack with, your dad might be a better man to ask this, but there was the thing last year about was it a woman coming in looking for a glass of Coke?
It was a guy came in and he sat at the counter. It was a busy Friday, and like see Fridays and Saturdays, mate, from 11:30, 12 o'clock, we're full.
And it's not a big pub.
No,
and you can see it comes in like this.
He came in, said, can I get a pint of Coke? Look, if you come in and you get an order and it's 4 pints of Guinness and a pint of Coke or something, there's no problem with that there.
Yeah.
But if you're coming in and it's just you at a table, we can't give you a table if it's just a soft drink, because as you're saying, it's a small pub. It's only 12 tables, and people who come in to get a pint of Coke, you're not coming in and having 10 pints of Coke. Yeah,
and like I think it's what I learned about like your dad John. He kind of like there was a bit of sort of backlash about that, but I think he kind of revels in it because he's just like, look, he's talking about the pub,
Yeah.
Any publicity is good publicity, so I love him for that.
Exactly.
Anyway, Oisín, pleasure.
Fucking right. Pleasure, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Good man.
Myself need a meeting to make it clearer. Conversate with the mirror. Watch your language when talking to me. I'm the one that's with you. Speak some life in itself. You should opt in the optimism when options turn into prisons. Getting offered the slimmest pick.
Looks good as ever. It's always one of those things where if I'm going to revisit somewhere that's like, man, they have a great pint of Guinness, and they give me a bad one, then you're just like, oh lads, what do I do here? Because you can't sell a bad looking pint. So it looks immaculate, creamy, not a single bubble in the head size. Completely perfect. Just a couple of mils up from the harp. I couldn't avoid coming back to somewhere that literally has the name. And thankfully, to avoid awkwardness, it genuinely tastes as good as ever. It's unbelievable. You can tell they're just pouring hundreds and thousands of pints here every single day. So shout out to everyone here at Bittles. I always get a great reception when I come. This kind of stuff it's what it's always been about. Just, you go to a pub, you never know what's going to come from the review. So my ego has been nicely massaged today. See you in the next video. Grand.